So, as I often do when I have no adult supervision and I'm out here on a really nice day, and today my running wasn't going so good, so I did one of the things I like to do is I kind of go explore off the trail. And this looked to me like it was an old road. I think it is, or maybe not, but it sure kind of looks man-made but overgrown. And I came to here. That's a pretty neat rock formation. I might just climb up there and see what I find, and then see where that takes me. Cool. Probably won't be going up there right now unless I find a way around the back. I don't know if I have time for that today. There's a little cave. Hopefully there's no little mountain lions in there. Well, I think this would be about as good a spot as any to explain how the summer of '70 has developed. First, I'll backtrack. Well, way back last winter, when I realized that, for crying out loud, I'm going to be 70 years old, and as I usually do, I got to dream up some sort of challenge to push myself a little bit. So I decided I was going to come up with a thing called the Summer of '70 Challenge, but I wasn't quite sure all that was going to be in it. There's been things in and out and so forth and all around, and it's currently mid-July, and 3 legs of the Summer in '70 are already over. Boy, things happen fast. I don't know how time gets away so fast. Back to what I'm telling you. So in my perfect world, the Summer in '70 was going to have 7 items and be fairly challenging items the summer that I turned 70 years old. So just last week, I think I finally figured out the 7 items. Until then, I kind of had 2 missing. So far, I've already accomplished 3. 1 was the Leadville Marathon. 2 was, I didn't finish, I got a DNF, but I went 34 miles into the Hills Ulra Marathon. I just saw a deer walk right through there, but she's up in the trees now, or I'll turn the camera around if I can catch her. Number 2 was I ran basically 1 1/3 marathons in the Hills Ulra Marathon and had to tap out for several reasons. That's another video. And then last week, I ran the classic Mystic Mountain Run. That is a great trail run. That had to be in the equation. And I did real well. I beat last year's time by over 10 minutes. Felt real happy about that. Now we've developed, I've entered it. I'm going to run the Maa Daah Hey Marathon in Theodore Roosevelt National Park up by Medora, North Dakota. It's in the Badlands. It's going to be 90 degrees is the forecast, and that marathon's going to be tough. Tammy's going to run the 10K, but that'd be my 4th leg of the summer of 70. Then number 5 will be a week later when we get back. There's a thing here called the Haven Half. I ran last year, and man, that is a tough, mountainous, hilly half marathon, and they've added a 30K into the equation, so I think I'll run that 30K just to make it more challenging. And then I've always planned on running the Pikes Peak Marathon. That's the Maa Daah. That's the thing I really wanted to go out to do, so that's on the agenda. And then I'll hopefully cap the whole summer off with the Crazy Horse Marathon here in the Black Hills, and that'll be 7 items in the summer of 70. They're all pretty challenging trail runs. Didn't all start out to be just trail runs, but it ended up that way. So the summer of 70, I believe, has been decided. Now I just have to get in as good a possible shape as I can get into, and next week I got to go run the Maa Daah Hey Marathon in the heat. It'll feel like I'm out in the desert, I'm sure. There, that's the summer of 70. It's been taking a while to develop it. I think I've settled on those things, and that'll be a pretty good challenge. Right now, I better go explore a little bit more. Because it's good to be out there looking around. That's part of the fun of the summer of 70, is I get to go do trail runs and training and discover places like this. Forgot to mention when I was summarizing my summer of 70, if I pull this off, unless I got bad math here, if I pull it off, I'll effectively run 5 marathons in, I think, less than 4 months. That's hard to believe from a guy a few years ago that could only run about 1 or 2 minutes at a time. So, quite a turnaround.